Hi, my name is Pippa, and I'm the 2010 Roots and Shoots Youth Leadership Fellow. On September 21st, 2010, we celebrate the UN International Day of Peace. The theme this year, Youth for Peace and Development, could not be more aligned with that of Roots and Shoots. It is of the utmost importance that youth around the world respond together to the needs of the world. We do not create the problems afflicting our world today, such as poverty, war, hunger, and the degradation of the environment. But we are the ones who must step up and deal with them. We have the power to come together regardless of race, nationality, socioeconomic status, or religion, and right the wrongs being done today. Right now, tens of thousands of youth in over 120 countries are doing just that with Roots and Shoots as part of a global movement towards peace. As our hopeful founder Jane Goodall said, we have a choice to use the gift of our lives to make the world a better place. Groups around the country and internationally complete thousands of projects that help people, animals, and the environment, using the model of knowledge, compassion, and action. By working to help other humans, species, and the planet that we all live on, Roots and Shoots groups are furthering the message of peaceful coexistence. As an example of this can be found in California, where a Roots and Shoots group of elementary school students and their teacher were inspired by the story of a rescue dog and her handler to write a children's book, which they then published and are currently selling throughout their communities. All proceeds are being sent to an organization which rescues shelter dogs and trains them as rescue dogs, which are used internationally to locate and rescue people buried underneath tons of rubble after natural and unnatural disasters. These children have had a global impact. Similarly, just this past summer, Roots and Shoots Youth Leadership Council members from across the United States met in New Orleans, Louisiana, and started working on video interviews about the effect the Gulf oil spill has had on communities in coastal Louisiana and New Orleans. This is providing historical documentation of an event which is going to affect the communities of the Gulf Coast for years to come. Youth Leadership Councils are also currently developing the next Roots and Shoots campaign, which will draw attention to the importance of biodiversity, endangered species, and what we can do to save them from extinction. While launching the International Year of Youth, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon challenged the more than 1.2 billion young people around the world to learn how to listen intently, empathize with others, and acknowledge divergent opinions and be able to resolve conflicts. And with Jane Goodall's youth-led and youth-driven Roots and Shoots, we have the resources to do so. As Roots and Shoots members are addressing issues in their local communities, they are also part of the larger work of the Jane Goodall Institute in Africa. In communities near Gombe, as well as near other reserves in Africa, JGI works to identify priority development and conservation goals. JGI has recognized that the survival of the chimps relies on communities acting as stewards of the environment and provides the resources and education for that to be possible. Through helping to raise community standards of living sustainably and thus reducing competition for resources, raising funds for charitable causes, and a myriad of other projects, JGI and Roots and Shoots carry a message of peace around the world, peace between countries, communities, and species. Both JGI and Roots and Shoots employ the power of youth voice to send their message across the proverbial mountains that divide humanity. Our work is laid out for us. We read about it every day in newspapers and see it in TV and online. News about pain and suffering. This is news that we can change. Through refusing to be silent, we can change the headlines that we are so used to seeing into ones proclaiming peace on earth. Thank you.